Um, have you ever felt exhausted by always being the one to pay during trips with friends? Let me take you on a trip down memory lane to a time when my wallet was the star of every outing. Picture this: a sunny day, a car ride with friends, and a stopover at a gas station. As we all pile out of the car, or the hot dogs on the grill catch everyone's eye. And guess who ends up footing the bill? Yours truly. But it doesn't stop there. At the museum, when it's time to buy tickets, wallets suddenly disappear, and I'm left to rescue the situation. Oh, and let's not forget the time the car broke down and a new spare tire was needed. You guessed it, I was the lucky one to solve that predicament too. And you know what they say? No good deed goes unpunished. But let's not be too hard on our friends. After all, they're just being economical now. What if I told you there's an alternative to this generosity fatigue? Picture this: you're on your own, exploring the world at your own pace. There's no rush, no pressure to keep up with anyone else's agenda. You're free to select your own adventures, whether it's a spontaneous detour to a local food market or a serene moment watching the sunset on a secluded beach. You're the author of your own story. Take me, for instance. I remember this one time on a solo trip. I ended up in a karaoke bar with a bunch of locals in a town whose name I could barely pronounce. We sang, we laughed, and I learned a few new dance moves, too. What a night. Traveling alone is not just about the freedom. It's about the beautiful and unexpected connections you make along the way. So, when you're the captain of your ship, the journey is all about your happiness and your wallet's happiness too. But isn't traveling alone lonely, you might ask? Well, let me tell you about the time I ended up having a full-fledged debate with a parrot in a hotel room in Rome. The topic? Whether pineapple belongs on pizza. The parrot, with a discerning palate, was firmly against it. I, on the other hand, believe in culinary freedom. The debate was intense, and let's just say the parrot was quite the squawker. Or how about that time when I tried to take a selfie with a squirrel in Central Park? The little guy was a diva, refusing to pose until I offered him a nut. But who could blame him? We all have our price, right? These moments of self-love, of enjoying my own company, were not only hilarious, but also deeply fulfilling. So, next time, when you feel the urge to travel, remember, self-love isn't just about spa days and chocolate. It's about grabbing your passport, leaving your freeloading friends behind, and embracing the joy of going solo.